let's start off with the most hottest questions. A lot of you DM, surprisingly, I have like a lot of you inboxing me about the subject. Concerns a one Erling Haaland, the hottest commodity in world football. Erling Haaland of Borussia Dortmund. On where will he end up? Firstly, this guy, it's only a matter of time before he made a transfer, but this thing really blew up. I think it was 2 days ago or a day ago, when the Catalonia medias, the Spanish medias, papers sent in where Erling Haaland, the legendary Man City player, and the father of Erling Haaland, and the super agent, we call it in world football, Mino Raiola, was spotted in Barcelona. And I think there was a cute plan, by the way, by our beloved super agent Mino Raiola. He actually planned Erling Haaland to wait for Raiola in the bathroom to avoid being spotted when the cameras are off. Make no sense whatsoever. Obviously, he's not talented. He's not good at planning things. But getting back to this story, it ran when the cameras were spotted them in Barcelona, and also the question is, where will he end up? Barcelona or Real Madrid or even Manchester City? Pep Guardiola says that they don't have the money. Yeah, right. Especially when Kun Aguero announced he will not be at Man City next season. We'll get to that later on. But first things first. The thing is, for me, the saga for this is that the most key components of all this saga, Barcelona don't have any money. And I think the newly appointed popular president, Joan Laporta, is using this to get Lionel Messi on board to stay at Barcelona. And he did it once in 2006, and he was successful, and I don't think it's going to work again, Joan Laporta. And also, another key component in all this is that Dortmund is asking for a range of 150 to 180 million for Erling Haaland. And Barcelona can't even fork out money to sign that Man City defender, Carlos Garcia, I think. What is his name? I forgot what his name was. They can't even sign him for free, and to me it's like we are going nowhere with this, and I don't know what he got under his sleeve, but Dortmund is not going to lower down the asking price like they showed last season with Jadon Sancho. They're gonna give it away even a penny. They will still stick with their price. Everything is playing in the hands of Dortmund and Team Haaland, which consists of Mino Raiola on the business aspect of this whole saga. However, there's going to be a big game tomorrow night in Bundesliga. Eintracht Frankfurt takes on Borussia Dortmund, and Frankfurt is having a fantastic season, and the German media is calling this the 4th spot Champions League match. And if Dortmund get the job done, they're going to be 7 points adrift with no amount of winning streak are going to stop Frankfurt, as their remaining fixtures all pinning them against a team below them except for Leipzig at home. So that 4th place is pretty much for Eintracht Frankfurt. And here's another factor of Haaland. Don't go by this season. His contract expire at the end of next season, and Dortmund may lose a chunk of that big money spenders from Real Madrid or Barcelona or even Man City. So there is that. And with that, Dortmund putting up a price of 150 to 180 million. No team, not even Man City, Chelsea or PSG, will be crazy enough to spend that amount of money during this pandemic era. I mean, I don't care who you are, nobody, and especially the big money spenders, the Man City and Chelsea, who in the past have been warned by the financial fair play, except for PSG. But the thing is, PSG, they already got a big wages players like Neymar and Mbappe. I mean, the big winner in this is just Team Haaland, if you were to ask me. There are going to be a lot of flirting with other big suitors like Real Madrid. And in earlier episode, I have predicted where Haaland will be parading his football, and deep down inside, I still believe he will end up in Bayern Munich. Because the last time Dortmund had a player of this incredible level of talent that was being chased by Barcelona or Real Madrid was a player named Robert Lewandowski. And where did he end up? There's your answer right there. I have a DM for one of our followers over at the 433 Podcast Football Instagram page on where Erling Haaland will be better off suited playing his football. I can answer that for you. When people ask me these type of questions, I will always try my very best on the type of football they play, the player played and suited with the team. I actually think that he is better suited at Real Madrid or Chelsea. I think Real Madrid needs desperately for a number 9 post Benzema. He's going to be 33 next year, and if we are talking about dynasties, he and Benzema up front will be a lot of headache for a lot of defenders. So much for his talent, but his movement is very underrated for a striker. They don't talk about that a lot with Erling Haaland, but he's a complete striker. And if Hazard and Vinicius Junior all guns blazing and can keep fit, then I say, man, Real Madrid will be a force to be reckoned with. I sense another European Cup for them, actually, if Erling Haaland did join Real Madrid, because the goals are just going to keep on coming and coming and coming. Really unstoppable should he join Real Madrid. I think at this point, anywhere Erling Haaland will join the big boys, they will be unstoppable. And Real Madrid are always looking to redevelop their team. I would say Real Madrid suited him best. So that's your answer right there. I don't think he will be suited for Lionel Messi and Barcelona as much as a lot of people think. The bias sometimes I have for Messi, but I don't think Erling Haaland and Messi will be a perfect fit. I actually think Aguero or Harry Kane will be much suited better with Barcelona, but we'll never know. Barcelona has been known to make a very strange transfer at times. There is a talk of Harry Kane, Shu Haaland is off the table, and even Lukaku as well. So I don't know where will Haaland be. I still think that it depends on tomorrow's game, because the thing is, if Dortmund lose, which I think they will, by the way, when we can continue this talk about potential suitors, right? The reason I think they will lose is that, don't forget, they were top of Bundesliga earlier this season, and then after Christmas, suddenly everything went downhill for them, kind of like Liverpool this season. The thing is, for me, is that they played well almost all of their game this season, for the most part of 20 or 30 minutes of the game from the start. If you watch Bundesliga like I do, you will realize that after that, it seems to be like they tire up. Claudio Reyna will be pulling up tight in the middle. So Jadon Sancho lost his spark. It's only the start of the 20 to 30 minute mark. So, like tomorrow's game, if they can ride out with Frankfurt tomorrow while getting a goal or two in the process, then I think they can at least have a chance and, for lack of a better term, convince Haaland to stay. And another point I want to factor out is that, I know I'm going from A to B to Z here, but another point I want to factor out is that they have Jadon Sancho as well, and they are in club debt of 80 to 90 million. I read it somewhere, and they can actually use Sancho to get out of the debt. Now, Sancho may not be costly like last season, but still is a large chunk of money. And if everything went well, it's either Dortmund will play hard to get with the Haaland saga, or they will ask for a more higher asking price. What if Dortmund went on further into the Champions League? What if they Haaland? Well, the asking price is just gonna be too much for a lot of teams, and he will end up staying. So it will depend on the game tomorrow night. Maybe we'll continue this conversation on the next episode as well. So in conclusion, I I have provided you with the potential sagas and suitors. I don't think he will end up with Barcelona. I'll be surprised if he will end up in Barcelona. A complete on a level of 1 to 10. How surprised can it be? 10 being the most surprised, it will be 11. So that's how much of a surprise I think if Haaland ends up at Barcelona.